Um, 0 seconds. He was there with me. I mean, it was super cool, obviously, to have him there, have my whole family there on draft night. I'm just super excited with the way it all worked out. So.
Has he been taking you around LA showing you stuff?
Yes, he has. I've been out here a couple times, obviously, in the past few years with him being out here. So I've been able to go see a couple games, kind of get used to the area. So yeah, I'd say I'm not an absolute newcomer here.
What are you looking forward to most in the summer league?
I mean, really just kind of going out there, playing basketball again. You know, it's been a while since I've been able to play in a full 5-on-5 game, so definitely looking forward to that. And also just kind of going out there competing, showing everybody what I can do, showing everybody, how much I've improved my game since, I last took the floor.
Thinking while we're at the athletic, nice to meet you. When you get a chance to be with this team and everything, like what was really the first thing that they kind of told you as far as like what they want to see from you, what they're excited about?
Kind of just to be myself, just to kind of know that even though I am, 18, I'm super young compared to a lot of other guys on the team or in the league, but kind of just not letting that deter me, just staying confident in who I am, knowing that I'm a great shooter and knowing that I'm, just a good basketball player in general and just kind of being comfortable with who I am.
What would you say to people who, even if they saw you play your 1 year at Minnesota, like what would you say to people that you would like to expand your game or things that you showed throughout high school that maybe didn't show last year, but you will look forward to showing over the next couple of years?
I think just kind of developing my playmaking ability, just kind of getting more comfortable with having the ball in my hands, maybe being a secondary ball handler, stuff like that. Just kind of making reads for others, and also just being more dangerous around the rim and in the paint. Kind of just having more options to be able to finish around the rim, stuff like that, and also just be able to make kickouts.
You're 18 years old. You've probably been in a group with your brother your whole life. How important is it to you to really build your own identity in the league?
It's super important, obviously. I think it's something that I take a lot of pride in. I'm not going to say I necessarily have pressure to do it, but I think it's just something that's going to naturally happen. We're two different people, two different players. So I think as long as I just try to stay within myself and not be somebody that I'm not, I'll be good. So.
Cam, you were still growing up when some of your new future Hall of Fame teammates were really at the peak of their careers, having some of their most incredible moments. Is there anything that stands out to you from your new teammates that you remember growing up watching them do?
I think it's just super cool for me to even have this ability, obviously to be able to play with guys like James, like Kawhi, a bunch of other really good vets. Just I think it's super cool for me to be on the same team as them. I'm going to try to learn as much as I can from them. Obviously, they're very good at what they do. They've been doing it for a long time at a high level. So kind of just recognizing that and just trying to be as good as a rookie as I can.
Who did you watch growing up?
Player-wise, I watch a lot of Devin Booker. I watched a lot of like Kevin Durant, those kind of things. Obviously, I sprinkling some Kawhi and James and stuff like that, just kind of watching all those guys. But I just kind of like to watch a bunch of different high-level players and kind of take some things from their games.
Maybe talk to Coach Toronto. What's that conversation been like?
It was a good conversation. Obviously, he's super excited for me to be here. I'm just as excited to be here myself. Obviously, he's a great coach. Won a championship, stuff like that. So I'd say he knows what he's doing. So I'm just super excited to kind of, get this thing started, kind of start to learn under him, and get better that way.
Hey Cam, what does this moment mean for your family that you and your brother have both reached this level of basketball?
It's super cool for both of us. Obviously, you don't have two brothers that are in the NBA too often, so for us to actually do it, it was a really cool moment for us, just kind of setting excellence as the standard and understanding that, even though we are in the NBA, it's just getting started. There's a long and great career ahead of us, so it's kind of just understanding that and taking each day, one day at a time, and getting better that way.
Was there a moment maybe when you guys were younger that you guys talked to each other, hey, this is what we want to do, that kind of set that goal for each other?
I'd say from a young age, we kind of just both had it on our minds. It was kind of just something that didn't have to be said. It was something that we both just strive for. Obviously, you want to, reach the highest level of your craft at what you do. So for us to have that opportunity, it's super cool.
How exciting is it to have not just one, but two new facilities coming up, obviously with Intuit Dome in Inglewood, but then also down in San Diego with the G League team. It's obviously a unique setup there. How exciting is that for you?
It's super exciting. I think it's super cool to be in an organization where we have a bunch of new things coming in. Obviously, Intuit Dome is going to be super cool to be in. I'm super excited to see the practice facility in there, and then obviously the new arena, and same with the G League facility. I think it's just super cool for the organization to have both of those things as priorities and kind of prioritize the development of the players. So I'm super excited to get out there and see both.
So you're a shooter. Like, how would you describe like your favorite way to get your shots?
I think with me kind of having a high IQ, I think that's super helpful for me kind of in terms of spacing off the ball, just being able to kind of move without the ball, slide into different positions, stuff like that. So I say that's probably my favorite way to get shots is kind of just moving without the ball and playing off of the closeout, whether that be, you know, one dribble pull up, that kind of thing, or just catch and shoot off of those opportunities. But I say that's what it is.
Who would you give the most credit to besides yourself as far as like you getting comfortable shooting the basketball, like your routine and like the things that you kind of check off? Like who would you say like put the most had the biggest influence for you?
I would say probably my dad. He's been super helpful with both me and my brother, just kind of molding our shots since we were really young. I mean, we worked on it every day with him. So I'd say he's probably like the main helper that I've had throughout my career.
Thanks, Cam.
Thank you, guys.